Hello, and welcome to the world of Speak the Spark, an online creative intensive. My name is Leah Lamb, and I'm going to be your guide into the realm of sacred storytelling. And by now you might be thinking, what is this thing called sacred storytelling? And lucky for you, I created a very long website that discusses and introduces and explores and invites you on a journey into thinking about story in a way that you might never have thought about it before. Many of us think about using a story, but have you ever thought about what it is to meet a story that's on the take? Or have you ever thought about creating a story that's made of your wisdom and your heartbreak and your insight? And then you throw in some grace, and the next thing you know, you have a story that becomes a gift that you can give away. This is just the beginning stirring of the cauldron of what we will consider as we enter into what is it to take a stand to be a sacred storyteller. So let's just go back to the very beginning. Abracadabra. It's one of the oldest words on the planet. It actually stems from avracadabra, and it means I speak as I create. And that leads us right back to this old knowledge that comes from all the ancient religions, in which they agree that the world was sung, spoken, or chanted into existence. They didn't say the world was written into existence. They said we spoke it into existence. And it speaks to the power of our language when we speak with intention and purpose, when we speak with vision and mission, how we influence and affect the world around us. Now, what do we do here? I bet you're wondering by now. It just so happens that in the form of our Creative Online Intensive, we meet twice a month. We meet on Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. And the first time we meet each month is with me. And I will guide you through this journey of sacred storytelling. You'll get to understand what it is to really light up your creative life force, what it is to develop and cultivate a relationship with the muse. You'll get to try on a lot of different kinds of stories. You'll also get to practice a lot, and you'll be witness in your storytelling. And you'll have people there that are really rooting for your greatness. And we'll talk about how to do that with each other. Then, the second time each month we meet with a guest master storyteller. And this is someone who is also an expert teacher. And these people are phenomenal. They are heroes in my world. I'm so excited to introduce them to you. And not all of them actually work online. So it's a really rare opportunity to get to have live, interactive time with them. You're getting to hear the roosters in the background. So, these teachers, they hold different spokes in the wheel. They teach different elements and components of story, and so you'll get a very wide perspective of what it is to work with story. We have a very active rooster, actually. So after that, what we do is we actually come back and we have two different ways of participating. So we have tier 1. This is for the learner. This is that person that comes and they say, I just want to learn. I want to be exposed to different things. I want to practice. I want to be able to develop a story, but I don't want any pressure to actually produce. And I don't really need to tell a story out in public or past the point of this place of practice where we all come together. And I might come to all the classes, and I might watch some of them on my own at the comfort of my own leisure. That's for the learner, tier 1. Tier 2 is for that person that's a creative catalyst. They're saying, I'm ready to take my storytelling to the next level, and I want to leave here. I've got a bee in my bonnet, and I want to leave here with 2 to 5 stories in my back pocket that I can tell on the stage, that I might be able to tell in the boardroom, or perhaps I tell it at my child's bedside. But I want to have a sense of owning a story, of being lived by a story. And for tier 2, the creative catalyst, they get everything that tier 1 gets, plus a couple of extra things. One is they get access to my entire archive of storytellers. And so you get an extra 2 years worth of learning. 28 hours of classes with master teachers. You also get a weekly email from me with a creativity prompt. This is something that inspires you to be creating every single week and creating a wide variety of stories. So this would give you that plethora to choose from at the end when you want to really hone and perfect a story. In addition to that, you get, and this is kind of the big deal, you get your own creative cohort. This is 3 other people that you will work with for our entire 6 months together. And you'll work together outside of class. So you get to meet and you get to cultivate your relationship with the stories. You get to be with people that were really there to watch and witness you grow in your relationship to a story. So that's the online way to participate. Then there's tier 3, and this is for that person that says, I want to take my story to the stage. I want to go all the way. And so for you, what we do is I have 3 creative intensive retreats. And these are where we meet for 3 days at a time at a beautiful retreat center in the Redwoods with a beautiful hot tub. And it is a place where you can come and just come into relationship with nature, come into relationship to yourself, come into relationship with this deep, deep, deep listening. Because to me, that's where you find the depths, the edges, the corners of your stories. So, and you will complete with a final performance. Now you can be a beginner. You don't have to have any previous experience whatsoever. The beginner performance intensive is meant for you. But perhaps you have some experience and you've been in one of my past Speak the Spark courses and you feel confident on the stage. For you, there's the advanced performance intensive. And this group really focuses on ritual and ceremony. So this year, we're actually going to be creating a great big story ceremony that's based on betrayal and forgiveness. I'm really excited for this. It's our first time doing something like this together. So that is how we work. So if you have questions, by all means, you can go to one of my webinars. Each week I host a free webinar, or you can also schedule a 20-minute information session with me. This is for people who really think that they want this, but they're not exactly sure which tier they want or which one is the right fit. And so you can schedule 20 minutes with me and we'll really explore if this is a right fit for you, and if so, which tier. You can email me at info@lealam.com. All right, that is all for now. And so as they say, now that we're at the end, perhaps it is time to begin. And with that, I will leave you, and the chickens too.